All right. Now, tell us more about, for those who do not know about Akidwa, tell us more about Akidwa. What does Akidwa means, and what do they stand for, their vision and mission?
Akidwa, which is actually Swahili for sisterhood, it's Akina Dada wa Africa, is a network of migrant women in Ireland. This, like I have said earlier, started actually as a, a support group, where we started, few women coming together, sharing about the isolation that we were experiencing at the time, the time of 1999, 2000, 2001. The Irish economy was booming, and as it was booming, many, in particular migrant women and African women in this situation, were facing a lot of issues. Issues, like I said, of discrimination and racism, issues of actually not being able to access the labor market, and some of us actually could not even be able to open bank. If we had jobs, we couldn't be able to open bank account. And so when I gathered these women to come together, we established this network so that we can have a platform. Akidwa have grown from those, early days of small group and support group to an organization. Our organization is a charity. It's actually a company registered in this country as well. In the time when we didn't have the GDPR, which is actually about retaining the information about people, we had over almost 6,000 members, in our network, and we still have many of them. Our network works on many issues. We work with people on the ground. Like I said, from the very beginning, myself, I'm a mobilizer. I like meeting women out there, and not only women, but also hearing what is happening within the community and within the society. So I mobilize a lot of people to join this organization, and people actually joined Akidwa, or they still join Akidwa based on what we do. We do the delivery of training, what we call on capacity building. At the moment, we are working on women reproductive health, and we've also worked on mental health. Many women and people have been affected because of the migration journey. How they left their countries, how they traveled here, not knowing where they are going. And so we try to work with the people to get to know what is happening with them. And that working with the community on the ground is very important for us. We also work with the state. We work on many policy development. Like, for example, we've worked with the HSC, which is actually the health services, in the development of the second intercultural strategy, health intercultural strategy. This, we believe that migrant has to inform on what should be put into such strategies. Because at the end of the day, they are the one who end up going to the hospitals. They are the one who are attended by people who do not understand their cultural background and where they are coming from. So we work with the state and other policymakers to ensure that the policies that we have in place reflect on the diversity that we have in this country. And as well, it reflects into the gender-specific issues that women face. Whether it's issues of, majority of the women when they are trying to access, for example, reproductive health in their country, it's very different from here. It's also, depend on what gender-specific harm that women have experienced, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's female genital mutilation, which is actually one of the key major area of our work here. So we try to link women also with the mainstream services which are there. Our organization is very well recognized, in the state, because this is the only network of migrant women in the whole country. And where we would have started as African Women's Network, the network have changed to incorporate other migrant women, because there's no any other network in this country that, can incorporate the migrant women as a whole. So we changed from African Women's Network to African and Migrant Women's Network in 2008.